Did you know your body houses an element that could power 8,500 mobile phones? Yes, you heard it right. As we embark on our journey of the fascinating human body, let's begin with an ironclad fact, quite literally. You see, your body contains enough iron to fashion a 3-inch nail. Imagine that. You could build a tiny tree house with that, or perhaps a small bird feeder. Although, I must say, it might be a bit of a challenge extracting all that iron. But let's not get carried away, shall we? After all, this isn't a DIY home improvement show. This is about the marvel that is the human body, a complex network of systems and functions that make us who we are. It's about the iron coursing through our veins, the calcium in our bones, the oxygen we breathe. Now you might be thinking, iron in my body? Really? Well, yes, indeed, iron plays a vital role in our bodies. It helps transport oxygen in the blood, giving us the energy we need to go about our day. So, the next time you're feeling a bit sluggish, maybe you're just running low on your iron reserves. But wait, there's more. You see, the human body is a veritable treasure trove of elements. We've got copper, zinc, and even traces of gold. Yes, you're walking around with a bit of sparkle inside you. So the next time someone accuses you of having a heart of stone, you can confidently retort, well, actually, it's a heart of iron, copper, zinc, and a dash of gold. That ought to leave them speechless, but remember, while it's fascinating to know about the elements within us, it's important to maintain a balance. Too much or too little of anything can throw our bodies off kilter. So keep that in mind the next time you're tempted to start a DIY iron extraction project. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more to our bodies than meets the eye. Imagine a computer that can hold 1 million gigabytes of data. That's your brain for you. This powerhouse nestled within our skulls is an enigma, a marvel of nature's engineering. Our brains are not just grey matter, they are a universe within themselves. Picture this, your brain, this 3-pound mass of jelly, can, in principle, store a whopping 1 million gigabytes of information. That's the equivalent of about 3 million hours of TV shows. It's like having a supercomputer that fits perfectly between your ears. From remembering the taste of your favorite dessert to the sound of your loved one's laughter, the brain is an exceptional databank storing a lifetime of experiences, emotions, and knowledge. But this incredible storage capacity comes with its own set of quirks. So the next time you forget where you put your keys, remember your brain is just too full with important stuff. Think fingerprints are unique? Your eyes beg to differ. You see, our eyes, specifically the iris, hold a pattern as distinctive as the whorls and ridges of a fingerprint. Yet they're even more unique. Astonishing, isn't it? Here's a fun fact to blow your mind. Even identical twins who share the same genetic blueprint don't have identical iris patterns. That's right. It's as if nature decided to throw in a bit of individuality just for kicks. These intricate designs in our eyes are formed by the 10th week of gestation and remain stable throughout our lives. They are immune to plastic surgery, aging, or any attempts to disguise. So next time you look into the mirror, remember you're staring at an exclusive masterpiece that's only yours. So you can say your eyes are truly the windows to your uniqueness. Your heart is not just a symbol of love, it's a power pump. Indeed, the human heart is a marvel of biological engineering, tirelessly working every second of our lives. Think of it as the engine room of your body, with the engine being your heart. But this isn't any ordinary engine we're talking about here. It's a superpowered, turbocharged, high-performance machine that pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every single day. That's enough to fill a small swimming pool. Now, that might sound like a lot, but when you consider that your blood has to travel through about 60,000 miles of blood vessels, it starts to make sense. That's more than twice the circumference of Earth. That's like your heart pumping enough fuel to power a car around the globe twice every single day. But your heart doesn't just pump blood, it also creates enough pressure to squirt blood a distance of 30 feet. So, if your heart was in a water gun fight, it would definitely win. But remember, no trying this at home, folks. And does your heart ever take a break? Not even for a moment. Even when you're sleeping, your heart is still at work, pumping away. It's like that one colleague who never takes a day off, or that friend who's always the last one to leave the party. The heart also has its own electrical system, making it independent from the brain. So even if the brain were to say, "Hey heart, how about we take a break?" the heart would respond, "Sorry mate, no can do, I've got a job to do." So when we say someone has a big heart, it's not just a phrase. It's a biological fact. Your heart is a mighty powerhouse, ceaselessly pumping life through your body. It's the engine that keeps you running, the drummer that sets your rhythm. So take a moment to appreciate your heart, because it certainly appreciates you. Your blood cells are on a never-ending marathon. Picture this, if you will. The red blood cell, a tiny donut-shaped courier, embarks on an epic journey, a constant race against time. The starting point, your heart. The destination, every single corner of your body. And guess what? This marathon is completed in a blistering 20 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. 20 seconds it takes for a red blood cell to sprint through your veins, arteries, and capillaries, delivering life-giving oxygen to every cell. It's like the world's fastest relay race, but instead of a baton, our blood cells carry oxygen and nutrients. From your brain to your toes, every part of you is touched by this microscopic marathoner. And then, without missing a beat, it's back to the heart to pick up more oxygen, and off it goes again. An endless cycle of service. Just like a dedicated postman, your blood cells never stop delivering. Ever imagined having super strength? Well, you do. Now, don't rush off to lift a car or wrestle an elephant just yet. Here's the science behind it. If all the muscles in your body pulled together in one direction, you could lift nearly 25 tons. That's about the weight of 2 full-grown elephants or 5 T-Rex dinosaurs, give or take. And no, we're not joking. It's a bit like having an invisible superhero suit, but alas, our body's built-in safety mechanisms prevent us from using our full strength and inadvertently causing self-harm. Imagine accidentally crushing a teacup or squishing a tomato every time you picked it up. It's a bit of a messy thought, isn't it? So, while you may not be lifting cars or battling supervillains anytime soon, it's a rather fun fact to know. So remember, you're stronger than you think. Before we conclude, here's one last fascinating fact about you. Did you know that you are, quite literally, a star? Yes, you heard me right. You, my friend, are made up of stardust, not in a poetic or metaphorical sense, but in a scientific one. Now, allow me to explain. The human body is composed of various elements such as carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and many others. But where do these elements originate? They were not created out of thin air or by some magical process. No, these elements were formed in the heart of stars billions of years ago. Think about it. Every atom in your body, from the calcium in your bones to the iron in your blood, was once part of a star. These stars, after a long and fiery life, exploded in spectacular supernovae, scattering their material across the universe. Over time, these materials coalesced to form new stars, planets, and eventually life as we know it. So in a way, we are all children of the stars, carrying within us a legacy that spans across time and space. We are connected to the cosmos, not just metaphorically, but physically. We are a part of this vast, awe-inspiring universe, and it is a part of us. Isn't that just mind-boggling, to think that the very elements that make up our body were once in the core of a star, experiencing temperatures and pressures we can't even begin to fathom? It's a humbling thought, and yet it also fills you with a sense of wonder and significance. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember this. Those stars twinkling away in the darkness, they are not just distant celestial bodies. They are your ancestors. They are a part of who you are, and that, my friend, is the final fascinating fact about you. Yes, you are a star, in the most literal sense.